describe how excited I am for this playthrough. Start new game, yes, absolutely sure.
I was born 87 years ago. For 65 years, I've ruled as Tamriel's emperor. But for all these years, I've never been the ruler of my own dreams. I have seen the gates of Oblivion, beyond which no waking eye may see. Behold, in darkness, a doom sweeps the land. This is the 27th of last seed, the year of Akatosh 433. These are the closing days of the Third Era and the final hours of my life.
Goosebumps. Every time. I love it. Into character creation, yes. Okay. That hairstyle is fucking perfect for Rumpelstiltskin, by the way. The face isn't bad either, but we're going to be a Breton for this. Rumpelstiltskin is going to be a Breton. Let's see. In terms of stats, let's see, that's intelligence and willpower. Okay, so I can either have strength or speed. I'm going to go with strength, just because we're going to have to be lugging around a lot of Welkin stones. Which, those of you who regularly play Oblivion will probably realize very quickly why I'm going to be lugging around a lot of Welkin stones. But for those of you who aren't, we'll get there when we get there. So, Sistress, yes. I believe in Rumpelstiltskin's original backstory, he was born to a family of seamstresses, which is how he learned how to spin straw into gold with magic. He was basically born a seamstress, but he also ran around and did mundane chores as well, so he was pretty athletic. Do I want to hit the randomize appearance button? No. The answer is no. Jesus Christ, no. That was a mistake. my god. What is this? Like, what is this face? What is this face? Okay, no. I made a mistake. I made a big mistake doing the randomized feature. I think I can work with that face, though. Maybe. Okay, so... Robert Carlyle looked to be middle-aged, so I'd say Rumpelstiltskin was probably in his 40s before he became the Dark One. I am going to have to leave the chat for just a second so that I can look at a photograph of good old Rumple. Oh, what the fuck? So I can look at a good old photograph of Rumple. Zoom in on it quite well. Yeah, okay. So probably not that old. We'll say middle-aged. And then skin tone, not dark-skinned, quite light-skinned. Probably somewhere right about in there. Now, this is going to be the tough part. Jeez. Oh, I regret messing with the randomize option so much. The hair's pretty spot on, though. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure this is the hair that I want to choose. Because that is very decidedly Rumpelstiltskin's hair. Yes, it is. That is very much Rumpelstiltskin's hair. He has no facial hair. He's beautifully clean-shaven. Stupid, sexy Rumpelstiltskin. Alright, back to... Oh, I do probably want to do hair color while I'm here too, don't I? So... not going to bother with the root color. And as for the actual hair color, it needs to be a dark shade of brown. Quite a dark shade of brown. So... that looks to be the darkest shade, but it doesn't actually look that dark, and that's probably because of the gradient contrast and things. So, if I turn it all the way to the left, it looks like that. If I turn it all the way to the right... So if I turn this all the way to the left... it's not salt and pepper hair, interestingly enough. Okay, yeah, so it needs to be the darkest it can be. Even then, it's still not that dark. It's almost fascinating how not dark it is. Okay, so gradient amount definitely affects it, so... if I was to go to hair tip color and just set it to... okay, so that does make it dark. Okay. That's very odd, but that's probably about the best shade I'm gonna get for it. I can't really make it any other shade. Like, if I made it like blue, it's gonna look absurd. So, yeah. And I don't think there's any other shade down here that would work. No. Yeah. Doesn't seem to be a way to change the eyebrows, which is unfortunate. My first character was not a human, or an elf, so I didn't really mess with eyebrows a whole lot. Gotta just swap over and check the chat real quick. Gotta make sure I'm actually participating with my audience, if I have one. Okay, back over to the Rumpelstiltskin image, so that I can recreate his beautiful face. Or attempt to, I think... thing. He has a great jawline. So, jawline. Probably something more like that. And then pretty wide jaws. I think this is the double chin. Yeah, this is the double chin, which he does not have, period. He just does not have a double chin. And then the jawline, we definitely want it to be, I would say, concave. Yeah, definitely concave. It's very angular. Okay, his mouth is... Okay, we definitely want it to be drawn, not pursed. He's got pretty thin lips, so turn that all the way down. Give him more of a smile. Also, I'm definitely going to have to fix his nose a lot. He has more of an underbite, so I think that's pretty accurate. Mouth and chin distance. Lips should be a bit thinner, definitely. I definitely need to fix the chin. The chin is way too big. I think that's probably my biggest thing right now. That and the nose. From the side, it looks like an eagle's beak. Okay. It definitely needs to come forward a bit. That's for sure. Definitely needs to be more of a short chin. There's almost no noticeable difference with that one. Okay, let's see. It should also be more thin and pointy. Rumpelstiltskin has a very pointy chin. Comes into a nice point. Bring it forward a little bit more. Okay, it's starting to shape a little bit better. Slowly. Okay, so Just turn that all the way down. Everyone's out here making freaking monsters, and I'm just here, like, trying my damnedest to recreate a live-action fictional character portrayed by a specific actor, and that's not going well. Honestly, I shouldn't have touched the the randomize feature. Really should not have fucked with that. Okay, the nose is a big one. So that's bridge. What is this? Okay, so his nose sits further down. Say about -50. Pointed. It's definitely not as pointy. We'll say probably about -80. There aren't actually many good profile shots of Rumpelstiltskin. It's kind of problematic. We'll say positive 25. Tilt it down or up. It definitely looks like it curves down a little bit. Jesus Christ. The profile just keeps getting worse. Okay, I need to go back to mouth. Mouth, chin, distance. That actually looks remarkably better. Definitely has a bit more of an underbite. That's good where it is. Tilt up or down. Definitely looks better with the tilt down, I think. It looks more accurate. Maybe. Oh, that's retracted and protruding. How did I get to there? I want the tilt. This is one of the best character creators out there, by the way. I absolutely love this. It just needs more body options. Like, if you wanted to play a character... Like, if you wanted to try and recreate Hodor, you could probably get the face there, but the body would be nowhere near. Like, it's just the same body, so... That's a thing. I definitely don't think it's protruding type of mouth. Well, he definitely looks better. He doesn't look like someone hit him with a shovel about 20 times. Okay, this is positioning. Right, this is what I really needed. So that looks infinitely better. He definitely should have a smile. I don't think Rumpelstiltskin ever doesn't smile much. He's almost kind of like the Joker. He's always got that devious, conniving smile, which is part of his charm. Okay, definitely don't want pursed, I think. Definitely should be more drawn. We'll say... yeah, somewhere right about in there. -60, I think. Now the big thing is the lips. definitely want more deflated lips, quote unquote. And the lips should definitely be smaller. Oh, no, wait, that's like the width of the mouth. Okay, that's really weird. He does have a significantly wider mouth. That doesn't actually affect the lips at all, does it? That's just mouth width. Why is it under lips? That's so strange. But yeah, let's turn that all the way down. And then well, I think I'm getting there. Bit by bit. Looking at this motherfucker firsthand, you would not think this is an attempt at Robert Carlyle, but God knows I'm trying. Okay, let's see. Retracted, protruding, no. Well, this is just the mouth itself. Maybe I should make it a bit more retracted. Just so it doesn't look weird. It looks better. It definitely looks better. The nose actually looks alright, too. Maybe the tip should come in a little bit more, though. It definitely looks like it's poking out a bit too much. We're getting there. We're working on it. I definitely think it should tilt down a bit more, because his nose has a very sort of tilty, downy bit. Yeah, we'll say -70. Okay, so that's how much it pokes out. I think it should definitely come in. Like, probably -25, I'd say. Definitely just make it less pointed. I need to do something with the bridge. The bridge is really throwing me off now. Oh my god, it somehow looks worse. Okay, maybe not that much. We'll say +25 for the bridge. Would the length of the bridge really make that much of a difference? Oh, it kinda does, actually. That might actually be one of the reasons it looks so wrong. Okay, the nostrils definitely need to come in a little bit. We'll say -80. -45 on those. Oh god, from the side it always looks worse from the side. Why? I don't understand. We'll say -25 on that. This is the nostrils tilt. Okay, this is probably why it looks so fucking weird from the side. Yeah. Say like +80 for the tilt. The Celian. Oh, yeah, the Celian. He doesn't have a very big Celian, so that should definitely be a more shallow. Oh, God. It just looks worse and worse the more I fuck with it. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's leave this at, like, default. And then let's just bring it up. I have destroyed this poor man's nose. I'm so sorry, Robert Carlyle. God, nothing I do works. It's something about the cheeks, isn't it? There's something about the cheeks. Okay, yeah, that looks infinitely better already. It's the fucking cheeks that's being the weirdest thing. So we'll go like positive 50 on the cheeks. Honestly, they still look like gaunt as hell. We'll say positive 80. Maybe not that round. We'll go like positive 25. Then we'll bring in the concaveness just a little bit. So like positive 40. That already looks better for the most part. Cheekbones are pretty low. But they're also a little pronounced. I wouldn't say they're terribly pronounced. Like, they're actually probably a little bit in the negative. So negative 20. And then well, it's starting to take shape a little bit better. Also, the eyes probably have something to do with it. His eyes are a lot lower on his face, so that's probably one of the things. So the eyes are definitely like a negative 25. And they're quite small compared to these. Okay, this is looking better. Still not sure about the nose, but I'll fuck with it more in a bit. Just check the chat again real quick. Okay, doesn't look like there's any activity in the chat, so back to the construction effort. Nobody hire me to be a plastic surgeon. It will not go well. Okay. Does he have a tilt? I don't think he has much of a tilt. Honestly, I don't even know if there's actually a noticeable tilt when I do this. Oh, it's something that's only viewable from the profile? No. Okay. They do seem to be a little bit closer together than this. So, nope, that's apart. A little bit closer together. Somewhere more like right about positive 22, I think. Yeah. Okay. It's actually starting to look more like him. Bit by bit. Oh! I almost forgot about these. Okay. So this is the whole face. Is this like a profile affecting thing? Nope, this is an overall shape affecting thing. Okay. We'll say negative 15 there. Definitely needs to be a bit more on the wide side. Nope, nope, that's... Okay, so this definitely helps with the jawline and stuff, I think. I'm definitely going to have to do a bit more tweaking, but I think I've figured some stuff. Honestly, the forehead is fine. The forehead is the least troublesome part of this monstrosity. I'm gonna need to fix the jaws a bit, I think. Actually, I don't think it's the jaws that are the problem. It's probably the chin. I think I made it too thin. Oh yeah, should definitely bring the jaws in a little bit. They're a bit too wide. That's one of the problems. And then jutting, as opposed to retracted. This is a profile thing, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's a profile thing. We'll leave that, like, default. Okay, back to the chin. Let's make the chin a bit wider. Just a bit. It doesn't need to be any more than, like, positive 10, I think. It is definitely a short chin, though. Probably like negative 55, I'd say. We'll say negative 5 there. Oh my god, I really hope Robert Carlyle never sees this. He's never going to, but just in case, by some cosmic beam willing fate, I hope he never sees this. That definitely looks better, I think. It definitely needs to have a bit of a point to it. I can't tell if I've actually made it better or worse. Well, he doesn't look deformed now, which is progress. I think I still need to fuck with the mouth a bit. Yeah, his bottom lip is nowhere near that puffy. I could probably, like, get away with negative 60. I could probably do with bringing the mouth in just a smidge. Probably negative 20. Yeah, I think that's better, just being negative 100. Yeah, definitely need to bring that up a little bit. We'll say negative 30 on the underbite. Maybe negative 10 on the underbite. Yeah. Tilt up or down. I started out trying to create Robert Carlyle, and I think I've actually created Michael Jackson instead. Probably definitely should go more of a tilt down. What is that dog going on about? Literally nothing. Okay. Freaking dog. Okay. Well, now that I've checked on that, let's continue with the monstrosity. It at least looks a bit more like Robert Carlyle now. Where's the smiling option? Can I make the smile a little bit... Okay, that doesn't really seem to affect much. Like even when his face is resting, he's got a bit of a smile. Okay, we'll say like positive 40 for that. Well, it looks a lot better. I'm actually happy with myself. I can now bring the cheeks in a bit, because I don't need to overcompensate anymore. And then the cheekbones. Probably good at negative 80. His cheekbones do feel pretty shallow. Or they look pretty shallow. Yeah, we'll say negative 30 on those. And then... right about... yeah, this looks a lot more like Robert Carlyle now. We'll say positive 35 for those. But in order to compensate a little bit, we're going to bring the concave up into the convex. Just a bit. Maybe positive 10, and then we'll bring the gauntness down a little bit. Probably to negative 35. I don't feel like I have to change his brow much, honestly. He's got a very straight brow. So let's just bring them down. The inner ridge can come down. Actually, no, the inner ridge can come sort of up. He's got a very straight brow. Very straight. And then the outer ridge can come down. Yeah, there we go. There doesn't seem to be a depth option, which is a little disappointing. I don't think I'd have to tweak it much, though. It's pretty close. Oh, yes, his eyes. He's got very, like, striking goldish brown eyes. I wish I could actually zoom in further than this. They're sort of dark brown with a little bit of gold in the center. Could just give him Argonian eyes or Khajiit eyes. That would be funny. Oh, these are definitely the Khajiit eyes. These are the orc eyes. They look kind of like goat eyes, which they're very striking. Okay, so definitely gonna go for a more human set of eyes, because he doesn't have very distinct looking eyes. Those will actually probably be the closest, or maybe these. I might go with those. There don't seem to be any other better options. Except maybe those. Those are alright. But no, I think I'm gonna go with those, maybe. You can have blind eyes, which is fun. I think I'll go with those. Brown with a little bit of gold at the center. That's pretty much his eye color. I just wish you could make it a bit darker. Oh yeah, I probably should have touched the skin and stuff. So he's got sort of like a silvery gold sort of complexion with scales. Almost jaundicey. Not that. Oh god, no. Let's see. In some shots, it actually does look kind of grayish, so I wouldn't be opposed to the sort of grayish tint. It's definitely not that pronounced. If I look at pictures. Some of them he actually looks a little bit green, though, which is strange. Yeah, like this one from the official wiki has him sort of colored up all green. Like, very green. I mean, which it makes more sense due to Hook calling him the crocodile. But at the same time... It's definitely a more sort of bronzy gold tone. In most shots. Not that extreme, though. Very much not that extreme. Probably one of these paler ones. That one's actually pretty close. I probably do need to fix the nose a little bit more. It's pretty close, actually, from some of these shots. Yeah, I'm definitely going to need to fix the nose. Just a bit. Okay, so... it should be down just a bit more. Probably negative 95. Actually, no. Negative 100. It does have a little bit of a point to it. So... probably about negative 50, I'd say. It definitely tilts a bit in the down direction. Okay, it's definitely angled down fairly significantly. Definitely want to try and make the bridge a bit more shallow, because that like jutting out bit is a bit distracting. So the whole nose region, that's concave and convex. Okay, it definitely needs to be a bit more in the convex area. I think not that much. It definitely probably positive 10, I'd say. And then Not by much. We'll say like negative 15. Make the bridge a bit more shallow. He does not have that jutting bit at all. Like, it does not jut like that at all. He definitely has a bridge. It just doesn't have that angular bit. Make it a bit more convex. Maybe negative 10. Bring the bridge out just a bit more. Trying to get it to where it doesn't have the jutting out bone. It looks a lot better. My God, does it look a lot better. Actually, I think he's got a pretty long bridge. Yeah, okay, that does look better. Okay, that looks infinitely better. We'll say positive 10 for that. And then just make it a little bit more convex. Positive 5, I think. Yeah, okay. I'm trying, guys, I'm trying. I swear to God, I'm trying. See, I actually like trying to make characters that look good, or trying to recreate people, because that's a lot more difficult than making monstrosities. If you want to make a monstrosity in Oblivion, all you gotta do is just press the randomize button. It doesn't take much effort. I feel like the fucking face sculptor, honestly. Yes, I suppose I could work with your face. The finest artisans often don't get to choose the finest clay. My God, it's actually kind of annoying. Depending on the angle, his nose looks completely different in almost every shot that he's in. It's almost infuriating. I think I've got the nose pretty spot on. It's still the mouth that I'm having the most trouble with. Maybe like positive 30 on the mouth, lips, largeness. Yeah, I don't really think that changes much beyond 40. Positive 40 is sort of where, like, the noticeable difference in that changes. And then it just sort of plateaus, and it doesn't change further beyond that. I also definitely think the lips are just... I don't know. It's almost impossible to get the lips to do what I want them to do. Maybe it's because they're so red. Does he have makeup on? Yes, he does. Oh my God. Can we just, you know, can we get rid of the of the lipstick, please? Honestly, that doesn't look much better, to be completely honest. He does have a sort of darkness around the eyes. So I'll leave the eyeshadow. My God, it's actually starting to look like Robert Carlyle. Finally. It only took me this long. I definitely think that the skin tone should be a bit darker. Not that dark. No. It should be sort of copper tone. There isn't a really good copper tone, though. Like, I mean, there's that, but my god, it's awful. Like, it's actually just hideous. He looks like a tomato. It probably has something to do with the lighting as well. That's just green. Nope. Now that sort of color kind of works. Probably that one, I'd say. Or no, that one. I don't really like it that much. A lot of the scenes that he was filmed in have very dark lighting, which is most unfortunate. Okay, he doesn't really have that much of a darkness around his eyes. It's very much like that, I'd say. Definitely more along those lines. The cheeks aren't dark, so definitely turning those down. Cheekbones. I want to try and get that sort of scale effect if I can, although I don't think I will. Maybe positive 30. Ooh, what about freckles? Would the freckles give me the effect I want? Not really. The freckles, well, maybe a little. Just a little. We'll say like positive 30 on the freckles. Still not sure how I feel about the skin tint. No, definitely not. No. That one might work. That's way too yellow. I kind of like that one. I can sort of work with that one. That sort of has like the bronzish tone. In some he looks copper tone, in some he looks bronze. It's very inconsistent. I think in most he has sort of like a goldish bronze tone, so probably go with a goldish bronze tone, if I can help it. Not that bright, though. God, no, not that bright. Something like that, I'd say. Or maybe that. Definitely more on the yellow side, so probably that one. I think I'll do that one. The eyes are actually pretty good, except in some shots they're a bit brighter. So maybe I could go with this one? Or this one? No, definitely the more subdued, darker one. That works. Because the super bright ones, they're a bit too bright. They're almost like neon. I think those definitely work the best. His nose almost has sort of an arrowhead shape from the front, and I can't seem to replicate that, which is infuriating. Maybe it's the nostrils. Do I need to make those bigger? Oh yes, I do. I do need to make them bigger. Not huge though. Say like positive 45, and then like positive 10 on the width. It's not perfect, but it's close. I definitely need to work on the chin a bit more, I think. It needs to be thinner, that's for sure. Much thinner. Maybe negative 25. And then I need to pronounce it just a bit more. The jaws definitely need to be a bit more convex, I think. No, concave is the word I'm looking for. Probably negative 45, I'd say. And then this is the double chin, I think. Yeah. He has no double chin, like period, none. So let's remove that. Oh, that looks infinitely better. Definitely a bit more, like probably negative 35, I'd say, is right where they're about at. And then that's just like whether his chin juts out like Jay Leno or not, which it does not. So we'll leave that at default 0. It should just be where it is. I should probably give the nose a little bit more of a point. Just a little bit. Like, we'll say positive 15 on the point of the nose. The tilt is all the way down, so I don't really think I can do much more about that. Yeah, the tilt definitely needs to be all the way down. And then, in terms of the Cellian probably needs to be... Let's see, if I make it deep... I'm just gonna leave that at 0, because it looks the best there, honestly, even though it doesn't look absolutely perfect. Maybe it's the bridge that I'm having the problem with. Bring the bridge. Oh wait, that's the nostrils. Fuck. What did I have that at? Bridge. Let's try a deeper looking bridge. Yeah, his bridge isn't that deep. Maybe it's the length of it. Oh yeah, it's the length of the bridge. Okay. So we'll say like positive 40 for the length. That definitely looks a lot better. The Celian needs to do something though. Yeah, it's a bit too deep now. It needs to be more shallow. Oh wait, yeah, no, this needs to go up, all the way up. Definitely needs to be a bit more on the thin side. Much more on the thin side. Probably like negative 80. And then the bridge. Oh yeah, that looks infinitely better already. It looks a bit too big and pointy now though, so I'm gonna need to bring it in a little bit. So definitely more inward. Probably about negative 40 there. Like negative 25, I'd say, on the shortness and tallness. It still looks a bit too big and bulbous from the front. Maybe if I made it more convex? Say positive 50. And then if I go to the bridge and make it a bit more deep. Positive 70. Okay, it does look a little better. I think it needs to come up a little bit. Just a smidge. Like negative 70. Let's bring the shortness down. It looks pretty good from the front and from the side. It's not entirely perfect, but I don't want to fuck it up. Actually, I wish there was a way to... Oh, there is. Maybe if I tilt the nostrils down some. Oh, that definitely helps. Yeah. Tilt the nostrils down. Although I need to bring the entire nose up a bit more now to compensate for the fact that it's pointing a bit more down. But the shape is almost perfect now, at least from the front. From the side, it doesn't look too bad. The nostrils look a little bit too big though, so I'll probably make the nostrils smaller now. We'll say positive 15 for the nostril size. And then the Celian, not shallow. We want that to be pretty deep. Comparatively, anyway. The mouth still doesn't look right. I don't know what I can do to get the mouth to look right. Honestly, I think the mouth is probably the biggest thing. The eyes could use a little more adjusting too. little bit more in the apart direction. Maybe make them a little bigger. That looks a little better, comparatively. That definitely looks better. About -10's probably right. Forehead is fine. Forehead's probably the best looking thing out of all of this, and I barely touched it. Honestly, it's the mouth. The mouth is the biggest hang-up, I think. Honestly, it's the shape of the lips. The shape of the lips is just wrong, period. It needs to be a bit lower. Okay, that looks better already. But in terms of the actual lips, let's bring them down a bit. Maybe at like default 0. Turn the smile all the way up. Yep. There's no noticeable difference, really. Yeah, once you hit like 30 or 40, it just plateaus and there's no real noticeable difference. The nose looks good, though. I'm happy with the nose. Eyes look good. The worst thing is the mouth. It's absolutely the mouth that is the problem right now. That just makes the mouth look really pursed and stuff. Honestly, I think about +30. No, we'll say positive 15. Honestly, I think that might be the best I'm gonna get it. And I'm still not happy with the skin tone 100%. What's the palest looking yellow? I can't even really tell much of a difference between these two. They're just the same. That's more orange. That's probably... no, it's more of a goldenrod than it is a gold. You know what? That looks pretty accurate. I'm gonna go with that one. Yeah. I'm satisfied with that. Of body. Oh, maybe the age has something to do with it. Because he doesn't look that old, aside from like the... He does have wrinkles, but like not terrible. It'll have to do, I suppose. I'm happy with the hair. There are facial hair options, but Rumpelstiltskin has no facial hair. Therefore, will not use any. They do have some really nice mustaches in here, though. Like, wow, they have some nice mustaches. Make sure there's no facial hair. And I don't need to worry with the color on the facial hair. I think I can finally call him done. Finally. Finally. Don't know how much I have been accurate, but it took me an hour. Roughly an hour. Over an hour, actually. Probably like an hour and 5 or 10 minutes. To get something even remotely, like, at a glance, could be like, ah, that's Rumpelstiltskin. Just gotta name him. I think I'm satisfied with this. I think. I think I'm satisfied with this. So, all of his stats, all of the magic stats have a big up, and not really much of anything else. Destruction doesn't really have much of a boost, which is strange, but okay. But we are playing as Rumpelstiltskin. He is a Breton. He is... Well, I'll explain as we go. Why is he in prison? Well, in the Once Upon a Time series, he actually got himself imprisoned on purpose so that he could essentially be in the right place at the right time because he has powers of clairvoyance and stuff. Funnily enough, so too do we have powers of clairvoyance in this game. So I thought that would fit really well. I knew pretty early on that I wanted to do my mage playthrough as this guy. Of course, he's got dragon skin. He's got a shield spell that he can basically use on himself once per day. It's 50%. We've also got flare, but he's also got Breton enhanced magic and Breton magic resistance, so 50% chance of the time to just say no to magic, amongst other things. So, I am going to activate the flare spell as my combat spell. And then if I bring my hands out... He's apparently left-handed. Good to know. He does look better in-game, in proper lighting and stuff, so...
Pale skin, snotty expression. You're a Breton. The masters of Magica, right? Nothing but a bunch of stuck-up snobs with cheap parlor tricks. Go ahead, try your Magica in here. Let's see you make those bars disappear. No? What's the matter? Not so powerful now, are you, Breton? You're not leaving this prison till they throw your body in the lake. Oh, that's right. You're going to die in here, Breton. You're going to die. Hey, you hear that? The guards are coming. For you.
Boris, lock that door behind him.
You'll be dying a lot sooner than me, dearie.
My sons, they're dead, aren't they?
We don't know that, sire. The messenger only said they were attacked.
No, they're dead. I know it.
What's this prisoner doing here? This cell is supposed to be off limits.
Usual mix-up with the watch.
Never mind. Get that gate open. Stand back, prisoner. We won't hesitate to kill you if you get in our way.
No sign of pursuit, sir.
Stay put,
Good.
prisoner.
Let's go. We're not out of this yet.
You. I've seen you. Let me see your face. You are the one from my dreams. Then the stars were right. And this is the day. Gods give me strength.
It is indeed the day, Your Highness. I kind of hate how the game railroads you into asking stupid questions and stuff, especially if you've played the game before or if you're familiar with the Elder Scrolls lore. One thing I don't like about Oblivion and Skyrim is the game just assumes that you don't know anything about the lore, and it treats your character like a complete moron. Like they've never been anywhere. Like they've been living in this prison for their entire existence.
Assassins attacked my sons, and I am next. My blades are leading me out of the city along a secret escape route. By chance, the entrance to that escape route leads through your cell.
And who might you be?
I am your emperor, Uriel Septim. By the grace of the gods, I serve Tamriel as her ruler. You are a citizen of Tamriel, and you too shall serve her in your own way.
So, role-playing these questions, I've basically decided that Rumpelstiltskin is feigning ignorance. He knows exactly why he's in here. He got himself put in here on purpose so that he could be in the right place at the right time to receive the Amulet of Kings. That's the whole reason he's here. Like, he literally just, did something to get thrown in jail. Like, I don't know, jaywalking or something. It didn't take much. He basically performed a petty crime. One dickhead guard was like, "Oi, you can't jaywalk here," and threw him in prison, and that's why he's here. He didn't have to do much. And why might I be in jail?
Perhaps the gods have placed you here so that we may meet. As for what you have done, it does not matter. That is not what you will be remembered for.
I'll be going my own way.
So do we all. But what path can be avoided whose end is fixed by the almighty gods?
Please, sire, we must keep moving. Better not close this one. There's no way to open it from the other side.
Don't try anything. I'm watching you.
Looks like this is your lucky day. Just stay out of our way.
Shouldn't be too much of a problem, dearie. Ta-ta, villain! Just to give them time to go ahead.
Close up left. Protect the Emperor.
Protect yourself.
Now, a bunch of them will drop down.
The captain's down.
This! Ha-ha! They went down. Now, one thing, clothing will not be very difficult at all. Like, there are so many clothes in this game that actually accurately match what Rumpelstiltskin wears in the show, including he wears a red robe, a crimson robe, very often in the show, like several times in the show, especially in like flashback moments
Right, sire?
during his
We're clear.
tenure as the Dark One. So, in fact, I can literally just put on the Mythic Dawn attire, and it's already, like, stupidly accurate. Ta-da! He looks like Rumpelstiltskin. Also, I love the cloth physics. I've been dying
She's
for an
dead.
excuse.
Sorry, sire, but we have to keep moving.
I'm glad that they don't drop their weapons. That's nice.
How could they be waiting for us here?
Don't know, but it's too late to go back now. Don't worry, sire. We will get you out of here.
They won't be the first to underestimate the blades. I'll take point. Let's move.
You stay here,
But
prisoner.
I think
Don't try
you're
to follow us.
overestimating yourselves, dearie. TTFN, ta-ta for now. I quite enjoy that. Okay, I'm not gonna bother with this for the time being. Rats do have Detect Life as their second thing, but rat meat's too heavy. We are playing as a Breton, which means we have exactly 200 carry weight, and I've already spent 36 of that. I'm gonna drop all this garbage though. That didn't actually free up much. Yeah, carry weight might be a problem. That's the reason I wanted to be the strength-based Breton. Stop staring at the rat. Stop staring at the floor. Look straight ahead, you dingus. Oh my god. Oh, that lighting does not do good things. Also, the hair is black now instead of brown. I can touch it up before we get out of the sewer, so it's not too big of a deal right now. In here, we have rubbish. Yeah, I'm not picking that up. 12 weight for 4 value. Fuck that. Dead rat is dead. Okay. That's worth a good bit, and it doesn't weigh too much. Same's true for these. grab those. Is the bow worth much? Not really. Not gonna bother. I am gonna do the lockpicking though. Oh, I love those cloth physics. That's good shit. Okay, chameleon spell will take that. Flashbolt. Take that scroll. More lockpicks. Not gonna bother with the iron key because I actually want to try and train up this a bit. Maybe you can find a key somewhere. Nah, I can just pick it. It's fine. It's fine, game. I can pick the lock. Okay, now practice casting spells. I'm way ahead of you, game. I'm way ahead of you, Mr. Tutorial. Let's see. The weight to value ratio on all of this isn't that great. Definitely gonna take the lockpicks. Not gonna bother with the arrows. That's worth a total value of 40, but the weight. I'll take the ones that have the double-digit value, even though the weight's kind of garbage. I am also metagaming this a little bit. It's not just roleplay, but I am going to attempt, to the best of my ability, to roleplay as Rumplestiltskin throughout this. Roast rat! Oh, the more flesh is actually worth it. I'll be taking the more flesh. What about the rat meat? Yeah, it's not worth it. But more flesh actually has some value to it, surprisingly. I can just spam spells as much as I want to for now. Okay, problem solved. I think I hear another one tottering. Oh, there you are. Okay, destruction's already going up. Lovely. I already kind of wish I had a light spell. I can get one of Edgar's, though, so it's not a problem. Alright. Go ahead and grab everything that's valuable. Okay. Just make sure they don't have any gold or anything. I do love the fact that spells now leave burn effects and stuff. I've been very excited to play a pure spellcaster build for a while now. I also really want to do an Argonian Shadow Scale and a Wood Elf Ranger, which are coming later. For right now, though, I'm all in on my Rumpelstiltskin playthrough. Chest. Gold. Is 30 to 60? Yeah, the weight to value ratio is okay. Okay, it looks kind of brown in this light. But then, like, in other light, it looks completely black. I guess that's true to the actual character's hair color. We'll have to see. I need to look at it in other shades of light. Like, in the white light, it looks pure black. This gave me boots too, right? Yeah, it's a full ensemble. I thought as much. See any other chests, so I'm going to go forward to the natural caverns. Now then. Ah yes, shortcuts. I probably should shortcut some of these spells. For example, this spell is getting set to number 1. Clairvoyance can be number 2. Dragon Skin can be number 3, and Heal Minor Wounds can be number 8. I will probably replace Heal Minor Wounds quite quickly. I discovered on my Khajiit Paladin sort of character, Heal Minor Wounds is shit in this game. It's shit in the remaster. It's actually terrible. Nope. I need this. Surprise, dearie! Okay, I now have something to do alchemy with. Splendid. Rumplestiltskin actually did deal in potions in the show, so... I'm also going to try and do everything I can with spells. Like, I'm going to try and avoid getting the skeleton key. Because it's a very easy method. Well, actually, I'm not going to try and avoid getting the skeleton key, because one of the goals for this playthrough will be to collect all of the Daedric artifacts. Rumplestiltskin was very much a character all about gathering and consolidating power. So we will be getting all of the Daedric artifacts, every single one of them. If I have to choose one to get rid of for the main story, if I do the main story in this playthrough, it's going to be the Mask of Fabrics file, because it is shit. It's worse than the one in Skyrim. The one in Skyrim is better, and even then, it's a terrible artifact. Not as terrible as the Rueful Axe is, because it's just an axe with a stamina drain enchantment, which is kind of dog shit. It's unique and it looks cool, but at the same time, it's kind of crap. Ooh, that's right. Let's go real quick and just see poopums. Did I do that? Gold laying there. Iron Dagger is absolute dog shit. Complete item. In here, though, we'll have some arrows and lockpicks. I'm gonna take the lockpicks. I will need those until I can get some spells. Some open spells. Cloth physics! I love it! Right, so we've got potions, and then this one's very easy. Let's just pop that up. More lockpicks. The loot generation in this game is also kind of bad. Like, you can find a chest like this, and it'll be, like, marked very hard lock. You spend all the time in lockpicks to open it up, and you'll get 2 more lockpicks and 5 gold, which is not a good feeling. Bethesda's loot tables have always been a problem. That's definitely worth it. You were also what were you also carrying? You had a weapon. Where is it? Where'd your weapon go? Oh, there it is. Rusty iron short sword. It is dog shit. Terrible, terrible weapon. Chest over here. There's an iron longsword in here. That's actually worth some money. Also, it's got a repair hammer in it. That's probably gonna... Yep, that will teach me how to do repairing, which probably not gonna do much of in this game. But there we go. I bumped my armor up, which, you know, I'm not gonna turn my nose up at. Surprise, dearie! I'll be having that staff for your life. He will be using those, just because they're an option for when he runs out of magicka. Why would he run out of magicka, you ask? We'll get to that sooner than you think. I don't think these actually increase your skills, though, which is a problem. I love the new lighting effects, though. It's so good. But regular iron short sword, still not worth it, though. Very much not worth it. There we go. Okay, this is definitely worth it. I'll try not to use staff unless I absolutely need to. Now then, let's just deal with these rats. Free XP is free XP. And then there's a pull rope over here that will open the gate. That's where I came from. I don't think there's anything else really here. Yeah, I don't think this barrel... Yeah, it's an empty barrel. This should lead up and we'll rejoin the Emperor and his entourage once we go through this door up here. And then it'll be time to choose Birthsign. I already know exactly which Birthsign I'm going to choose. If you've heard me about having trouble with magicka regeneration, then you know probably exactly the one I'm going to choose. But I will explain why I choose it when I do.
Find an infectable spot and protect the Emperor until help arrives.
Help? What makes you think help will get here before more of those bastards?
Here they come again!
We need to get the Emperor out of here. That's not smart.
Damn it! It's that prisoner again! Kill him! He might be working with the assassins.
No, he is not one of them. He can help us. He must help us.
As you wish, sire.
They cannot understand why I trust you. They've not seen what I've seen. How can I explain? Listen, you know the Nine, how they guide our fates with an invisible hand.
I wouldn't say I'm exactly on good terms with the gods.
I've served the Nine all my days, and I chart my course by the cycles of the heavens. The skies are marked with numberless sparks, each a fire, and every one a sign. I know these stars well, and I wonder, which sign marked your birth?
Oh my god. I could just imagine Todd Howard getting to work with friggin' Patrick Stewart, Sean Bean, and Terrence Stamp. I don't know how he kept his composure. Not choosing the Apprentice, I'm choosing the Atronach. Now, the reason I'm choosing the Atronach, it does give me a 150 point boost to Magicka. So with my 50 point boost as a Breton, that will give me plus 200 points of Magicka, which will start me off roughly around the same as the base High Elf in terms of Magicka points to spend, or to cast spells. I will also be able to absorb spells that are cast at me, which will recharge my Magicka for me. So fighting other spellcasters will be really good for me. But Magicka regeneration is halted, which means I will not regenerate my own Magicka. That might be a little bit of a problem, you think? Which is one of the reasons why I will be hunting down Welkin stones like they are crack cocaine. As well as sorcery potions, potions of sorcery, potions of Restore Magicka. I will be attempting to create potions of Restore Magicka quite religiously. But the reason I'm going with this one is one of the things Rumpelstiltskin always says, it's one of his catchphrases in the show, is all magic comes with a price, dearie. And I immediately thought of that when I read through this Birthsign. So I really want to play into that sort of aspect of magic has a price, and you can't just, like, you know, spam spells. And then other people who, like, you know, spam their spells at you, basically you absorb their spells as they're coming into you. This would actually be a great way to roleplay as Agatha Harkness for you Marvel fans out there, if you want to roleplay as Agatha Harkness. Because her whole shtick is that she absorbs magic that is cast at her. People attack her with magic spells, and she just absorbs it and gets stronger as a result. That's her thing. So if you want to do an Agatha Harkness playthrough, this is the best way to do so. We're not playing Agatha Harkness today, though, kids. We are playing Rumpelstiltskin.
The signs I read show the end of my path. My death, a necessary end, will come when it will come.
And what about me?
Your stars are not mine. Today the Atronach shall aid you with your appointed burden.
Ooh, I like that line, with your appointed burden. That's a good line. The devs very much approve.
My dreams grant me no opinions of success. Their compass ventures not beyond the doors of death. But in your face I behold the sun's companion. The dawn of Akatosh's bright glory may banish the coming darkness. With such hope, and with the promise of your aid, my heart must be satisfied.
Aren't you afraid to die, dearie?
No trophies of my triumphs precede me, but I have lived well, and my ghost shall rest easy. Men are but flesh and blood. They know their doom, but not the hour. In this, I am blessed to see the hour of my death, to face my apportioned fate, then fall.
And where might we be going?
I go to my grave. A tongue shriller than all the music calls me. You shall follow me yet for a while. Then we must part.
You may as well make yourself useful. Here, carry this torch and stick close.
Tell me about the blade.
We're the Emperor's bodyguards. Our job is to get him out of situations like this. Although I admit, things are not going according to plan.
Also, one of the things I really don't like about Oblivion compared to the other Elder Scrolls games is the fact that the dialogue is just, like, I don't know, topics of interest, and you just speak. It's not like you're holding a conversation. You just say Uriel Septum, and then they spout something at you. Like this. Uriel Septum.
My job is to make sure the Emperor gets out of here alive, and I intend to do it.
I suppose it makes role-playing a little bit easier, but in the times where there are dialogue that you can speak, it's always like linear or binary stuff, like one or the other. You rarely ever have anything else. This is probably my favorite Elder Scrolls game now. All of that said. Like, I can sit here and criticize it to high heaven, but this is my favorite Elder Scrolls game.
Stick close and let us do our job, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, okay. And there's a lovely chest here with some stuff. Might as well take some of the iron arrows. They're worth a gold each.
You thought we'd go down easy?
Prisoner, help the Emperor!
You don't want to do that again.
Some of these guys have potions, like that. See how my magicka isn't regenerating? I'm using magicka to attack, so I do need to drink some potions every now and then. So we've got a bunch of weak potions of sorcery.
Emperor needs help!
Take a couple of those. I don't actually really need to get involved in the combat for right now. I'm gonna save my magicka and my potions. See? They're fine. Potions for me, boys? No. Then we got that door there. There's a chest up here. I knew I remembered there being one in one of the alcoves. So, let's just continue on to the sanctum.
Hold up. I don't like this. Let me take a look. Looks clear.
They're not going to jump out yet,
We're
dearie.
almost through to the sewers.
Yet being the key word.
Damn it! The gate is barred from the other side. A trap!
What about that side passage back there?
Worth a try. Let's go.
This man is a badass. He handles his incoming death very, very tactfully.
It's a dead end. What's your call, sir?
They're behind us. Wait here, sire.
Wait here with the Emperor. Guard him with your life.
Die for
the Emperor!
And the Emperor!
I wouldn't bet a septum on that one, dearie.
Do your worst. What's...
I can go no further. You alone must stand against the Prince of Destruction and his mortal servants. He must not have the Amulet of Kings. Take the amulet, give it to Joffrey. He alone knows where to find my last son. Find him and close shut the jaws of Oblivion.
the matter?
Stranger, you chose a bad day to take up the cause.
Oh, a potion of night eye. That would have been
Talos
useful
saved
a minute ago. Glenroy, there you are. I'm gonna grab your sword. For Boris. Yep, I know how over-encumbrance works, game. Thank you.
We failed. I failed. The Blades are sworn to protect the Emperor. Now he and all his heirs are dead. The amulet. Where's the Amulet of Kings? It wasn't on the Emperor's body.
Hello! Yep, it just came back on today. I did. I saw the message spam. I did see the message spam, yeah. Yeah, it was on their end. It just came back today. 3 friggin' days without internet. It was starting to break out in hives.
Strange. He saw something in you. Trusted you. They say it's the dragon blood that flows through the veins of every septum. They see more than
They
less
sure
than that.
do.
The Amulet of Kings is a sacred symbol of the Empire. Most people think of the Red Dragon crown, but that's just jewelry. The amulet has power. Only a true heir of the blood can wear it, they say. He must have given it to you for a reason. Did he say why?
I must take it to Joffrey.
Joffrey? He said that? Why?
There's another heir, dearie.
Nothing I ever heard about. But Joffrey would be the one to know. He's the Grand Master of my order. Although you may not think so to meet him, he lives quietly as a monk at Waynon Priory, near the city of Coral.
And how might I get there?
First, you need to get out of here. Through that door must be the entrance to the sewers, past the locked gate. That's where we were heading. It's a secret way out of the Imperial city. Or it was supposed to be secret. Here, you'll need this key for the last door into the sewers.
The sewer.
There are rats and goblins down there. But from what I've seen of you, I'm guessing you're an experienced witch hunter. Am I right?
No, not in the slightest, Boris. Not a witch hunter. Alchemy, athletics, conjuration, destruction, marksman, mysticism, and security. That's not a terrible spread, actually. But no. In fact, I am not. I'm going to use the Nightblade portrait for the custom class. So, custom class. It's going to be a magic specialized class. Now then. Willpower increases maximum fatigue greatly, but it also determines how quickly I regenerate magicka. Since I have a Birthsign that negates my magicka regeneration, the only use that will be to me is fatigue, which I won't need much of as a spellcaster. So I'll probably choose personality, for the fact that Rumplestiltskin really likes to make deals. I'm definitely going to choose intelligence, because that's maximum magicka, which just means more magicka to cast spells with. I may also choose strength, because it does also slightly increase maximum health, and it determines carry weight. And a +5 bonus is always nice. But I will probably say endurance, just because health is going to be a thing. Rumpelstiltskin is immortal, functionally, and in every sense of the word. He cannot age, and he cannot be killed, except with his own dagger, the Dark One's dagger. I'll explain that later. But survivability is definitely going to be something that we need to have. So, since I do want to carry a bunch of Welkin Stones around, I'm going to say strength. He does have the ability to magically enhance his strength as well. So... yeah. I think I'll do intelligence and strength. He can magically enhance his combat abilities and stuff as the Dark One. So that's one of the things. Now, in terms of his actual skill set, we're going to get the magic stuff out of the way first. So we definitely want alteration, because that's how you breathe or walk on water. That's the open locks. It reduces encumbrance, so feather spells, very useful. Actually, you know what? Feather spells are a thing, so maybe I shouldn't put that into strength. Maybe I should put it into endurance for the survivability. I could also do agility for the daggers, because I will have a dagger as a backup for when I run out of magicka. And I don't have anything that can restore magicka. And I'm pretty sure my agility as a Briton is kind of bad right now. I wish I could actually see what my stats are. The character creation screen had a stat button that would show you stats, so that would have been useful to have here as well. It is a difficult decision. I think I'm going to go for survivability more than anything right now, though. Now, in terms of skills, he does make potions, so we're going to do alchemy. Alteration, absolutely. Conjuration. He can summon things, including other people. So, conjuration. Destruction, absolutely. Charm, conceal. So, definitely want illusion, mysticism. That dispels, it can reflect, sense life, reveal path, and bind souls. We do want mysticism. I might actually remove alchemy so that it's not a major skill, just so I can have something else. Restoration, healing, he can heal and stuff. I do want blade, but that's not all. So I might give up something else on here. Maybe I'll forego destruction. In order to take mercantile, because I do want mercantile. Specifically, because he's good at making deals, get better deals. One of the whole things of Rumpelstiltskin's character is he makes deals. He's a very sort of like a lawful sort of character. He's all about making deals. So definitely want mercantile. As for other things, I don't think we can really do much else. I am going to keep Blade, because of his dagger. But he can also sword fight. He's actually been in a sword fight in the show before. Multiple times, actually, now that I think about it. But the one that I always come to is his fight with Prince Charming. It is a shame I have to forego alchemy, though. I could potentially forego something else, like... You know what, I'll forego conjuration in favor of alchemy. Because that will benefit me in the long run, early game as well. Then we just go to the overview, and I'm going to name this class... the Dark One, because that's what Rumpelstiltskin is. He gained the powers of the Dark One, which is essentially a very powerful, immortal being that is essentially cursed, but also imbued with probably the most power of any person that exists within that world. It's a very interesting sort of dynamic. Let's see. Intelligence and endurance. Magic specialization, alchemy, alteration, blade, illusion, mercantile, mysticism, and restoration. Yes, I think I'm satisfied with this. I will be using conjuration spells and stuff. Don't worry, guys. I just won't start off with a boost to it. But these are his major ones, and I think this fits him perfectly. Continue.
I wasn't far off. In any case, rats and goblins won't give you any trouble.
And then, what after the sewer?
You must get the amulet to Joffrey. Take no chances, but proceed to Wayne Priory immediately. Got it?
More than you realize, dearie.
Good. The Emperor's trust was well placed.
And what about you? What will you do?
I'll stay here to guard the Emperor's body and make sure no one follows you. You'd better get moving. May Talos guide you. By the way, thanks for recovering my comrades' swords. I'll see that they are given a place of honor in the halls of the Blades.
Okay, I'm no longer overencumbered because he just took those really heavy katanas off the person. Now, let's see. There should be a chest in this alcove. Lovely, and security just increased. I'll go ahead and open that for Boris' sake. Open this with Boris' key. Shut it behind me just in case. And then we're off into the sewers. Okay, we're almost through the tutorial and character creation section. So if I look at my character, I currently have 35 endurance. Yeah, that endurance boost was definitely the best choice, I think. Otherwise, I'm going to be very, very squishy. You can see I only have 73 health, as opposed to 173 fatigue and 310 magicka. But these look good, especially mysticism and restoration. They're both at 40, illusion and alteration are at 35, alchemy's at 35, mercantile's at 25, blade is at 25. Everything else, like conjuration is already at 20, so like I just need to get 5 levels in conjuration to hit the next threshold for it. And destruction, apparently, strangely enough, Bretons don't get a bonus to destruction, but I've already almost got it up to 20. Like, getting destruction and conjuration up shouldn't be that difficult. So I'm not too worried about them being minor skills. I also have the open very easy lock spell now. I think I actually gained a bunch of spells, including Starlight, which I'm very, very much going to put on my Hot Wheel. Let's see. I also want to put on the Protect spell over the Dragon Skin spell. So, Dragon Skin, I think that's a one-a-day thing. Yeah, it's only once a day. It's very strong, but it's only once a day. I've also got Minor Life Detection, which is good. Minor Dispel, that's also good. So in terms of all of my stuff, Spell Absorption is good. I've got my Stunted Magicka. There's no way to get rid of that. Scrolls will also be a good way to cast spells without Magicka. You don't need magicka to actually cast scrolls. It's basically reading an incantation off a piece of paper that's been enchanted with the spell. I've also got the Absorb Health on Touch spell. Definitely going to equip that somewhere. Probably put it on number 4, I'll say. I think that's the only touch spell that I have. Yes. Oh no, I do have a Calm spell, which could be useful. Could be very useful, actually. So I'll put that on number 5. And then I'll save number 6 for Magicka Potions. Speaking of which, I should probably check and see if I can make some Magicka Potions. No. I do not have the stuff to make those. I don't have much to make anything. It's most unfortunate. But, if I go to my spell list now, Soothing Touch, Absorb Health. Absorb Health will be very useful. Because not only will it damage my enemies, it will heal me. And I very much approve. Yeah, this is going to be a fun playthrough. Rat meat, it does have detect life. It's not very useful otherwise, though. That requires a winch to open, and I don't think... I think it's on the other side of that gate, so we can't get there. I'm glad that's such a very weak spell, too. It means I can get through a bunch of enemies without much trouble. Hello, buddy. Oh, that feels good. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. I'm very excited for this playthrough. Very excited for this playthrough. Did you happen to drop a weapon? You did, but it's garbage, so I'm not going to bother. And then I do believe the way out of the sewers is this way. So, you know what I'm gonna do. That right there is the exit to the sewers. It's the end of the tutorial. Once we hit that, we'll get a chance to basically rebuild our character. I'm actually going to drop a save right before I click on this, so that from here on out, I can just skip the tutorial dungeon. So, we just drop a save right there. Then we click on this, we hit Edit Identity. Now, in this lighting, it actually looks brown, but it's actually black. At least when you get into white lighting. So, what I want to do is I want to go to Hair, I want to go to the Color, and then I want to essentially choose the brown option. It looks quite bright in this light, but if I go to the overview now, and I hit continue, now, what does it look like when I get under this? Yeah, it still looks very dark. That's what I want. Although now it's got like a very strange sheen to it that didn't seem to be there on the black. So I'm going to edit identity again. I'm going to go back to hair. I'm going to go back to color. Gradient contrast might be the problem, actually. Let's move gradient contrast all the way over to the left. It definitely looks a little bit darker now, which is good. So I'm going to go to the overview and change it again. It looks nice and dark. It doesn't have that... Well, it's still got that really annoying sort of like shine to it. But it definitely looks dark. That's the important thing. Dark brown. That's what I want. Now, if I go back through here, and find some torchlight. That's a secret door if I ever saw one. I think this is where I can... Yeah, this goes back to the sanctum. Okay, so I'm gonna pull out a torch. See what the hair looks like in torchlight. Yeah, it's nice and dark. Dark brown. That works for me. Just remove the torch. Don't need it. As a matter of fact, I believe I've got the starlight spell, which... that creates a little mote of light around me that will light up areas when it is on. And it lasts a decent amount of time, so that's good. Oh yeah, you dropped a short sword, an iron short sword. It's kind of poop, so I'm not gonna bother. But then... my magicka went back up. Is that because I did the birth, or the identity changes? Might actually be. I think in terms of everything else, though, I'm satisfied. Identity-wise... yeah, I think we're good. So now, I can just use the gate to City Isle to finish and exit the sewers. And it is a lovely morning. It is 7:30 in the morning on Morndus, the 27th of Last Seed. Just pick these mushrooms real quick. Now, it says there's an enemy nearby. Which probably means there's a mud crab hiding in the water close by. Ooh, lambs. Alright, mud crab, where are you? I know you're here somewhere. Or is it a slaughterfish? It might be a slaughterfish. Let's just go in the water and find out. No? Oh, the water actually has physics now, too. That makes me happy. There were no water physics in the original. Is it talking about the enemies at Vilverin, of all places? Oh, my boots. I guess my boots were wet, that's why I was sloshing so much. Come on then, dearie! You think you can take me? Oh yeah, I'm gonna have a lot of fun with this playthrough. Take that garlic. Potion of healing, I'll take it. For blood, it's worth a nice little bit of a coin.
Let's get this over with. Die, cur!
I didn't tell you could heal, dearie. Okay, so my health regen is actually good. That's good. I'm gonna take these oranges, onions, and lettuce. Oh, there's a lovely little dock down here. see a chest. Ooh, and I see in here a Nurmroot. Yep, I'll go see Sindarian soon enough. Kill the mud crab. Take its meat. Actually, I don't think Restore Endurance and Shock Potions are actually good. So, at least not good for me. I want to get shocked. Chest right here with some gold and a repair hammer in it. I don't think I actually have anything that I would want to repair on my person. I do have that steel short sword, which, in theory, he could use. It counts technically as a dagger and a short sword, so it would be something for him to be able to use. Let's go to the repair hammers that we have. I don't have anything that I need to repair, so... let's unequip the Goblin Staff. I'll probably find a better staff at Reindeer Staffs. Now that I'm thinking about it. Speaking of which, before we go into Velverin and explore, I do want to go and pick up some supplies in the Imperial City. After a good bit of shopping. Ooh! Something's finally decided to attack me. Hello, ugly! Oh, no. Where'd it go? Where? Oh, that's good. Low on potions, though. And I didn't hotkey the sorcery potions, which is fine. I'm just gonna go and drink a potion of sorcery real quick. See, all my potions, I've already taken them, and my magic isn't all the way fully regenerated yet. So I'm definitely gonna need to do some work, I think. Oh, I love those claw physics so much. And here's the Imperial City Market District. I do especially want a dagger. I think the best analog for the Dark One's dagger is gonna be an ebony dagger. I might actually try and get the Mehrunes razor and just use that. However, Nilfus, friend.
A pleasure to
I wish to sell
the
you
finest
all of
goods
my
and lowest
shit.
prices in all Sirit. Certainly.
But first... okay, he's already...
I offer the finest goods and lowest prices in all
let's try
Sirit.
and wheedle as much as we can out of him.
I can't do that.
Of course. Okay, how about 75% selling?
You need to make a better offer.
You need to kiss my ass.
A good price for a good customer. You an excellent you got it. A good price for a good customer.
Alright, are there any potions that I don't need?
That's more than
Poison
I'd usually pay.
use. And then over here we got a lot of
You
stuff
got a
to
great
sell.
deal there.
I would rather just have the spells.
That's more.
I'm gonna go ahead and sell all of these. I'm gonna sell that, sell that. Pretty sure that petty soul gem is empty. No, it's got a petty soul in it, so I'll keep that. Could potentially use that. Not sure I'll ever use repair hammers, so go ahead and sell those. Okay, we've got a nice healthy sum of gold.
Take care.
Now, it's time for the start of the game shopping spree. So I do want a dagger. I'm gonna see if Rasan has a dagger for me. But I'm also gonna try and rizz her up a little bit so that she doesn't shortchange me on it.
Welcome to a fighting chance.
Blah 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 blah.
I'm listening.
I don't need your sales pitch, Rasan. What I need is for you to be nice to me. So you like boasting and jokes. You hate admiration and coercion.
I wish I could say that. That's just talk. Don't try. Oh, that's great. That's really too much. You can't skip. That's great. How's it go again? Well done. Don't try to manipulate me. That's really funny. I wish I could say that.
Okay, that was...
That's really funny. Oh, please. Don't remarkable. Not... I wish I... Oh, please. I like that.
That was a really good
lot.
selection.
Well done.
Post.
Oh, please. Where'd you get... Don't talk such rot.
Let's see.
Is that so?
Coercion.
Remarkable.
Boasting.
Don't talk such rot.
That was a terrible...
Don't talk such rot. Is that so? That's remarkable. Oh, please. I like that a lot. What a great story. What, really? I like that a lot.
That one was good.
Well done. You can't skip. That's great. Don't talk such rot. Well, isn't that's very good. What can I interest you in?
So you got an iron dagger, a steel dagger. That will do for now. Looks like that's probably going to be my best bet. It's the steel dagger. 38 gold's a little steep, but you know what? We'll live with it.
Tell your friends about it. Be seeing you.
Now, I could potentially enchant that with something. If I felt like it. We'll fall back on it if we need it, but it's in our inventory for now. Now, next big ones. We want to go to Reindeer's Staves.
You're in Reindeer's Staffs, and I'm Reindeer. I sell magical staffs. Imagine that. Take your time.
Great sales pitch. Okay, he already likes me, so that's
For the
surprising.
finest goods and lowest
I do wanna
prices in
haggle.
all Cyrodiil.
A bit. So I'll try it about halfway. See how well that does. He's got a staff called Apotheosis. He's also got a lot of different mage robes. Red silk robes. Ooh. That's an interesting looking robe. There's a tattered robe, there's white mage's robes. I might do the red silk robes. Maybe. I can't really afford any of the staves. There aren't any attack staves either. Not really. There's Apotheosis, which, yeah, it does all of them, all the elemental damages at once, but it's $5 grand. Can't afford that anytime soon. So what I'll do is I'll actually buy the red silk robes. Just
I
to test them out
appreciate
and
your...
see what they do.
You too.
I'm sure you do appreciate my business. Let's see what these look like. Ooh. I think those actually look better than the Mythic Dawn robe. The Mythic Dawn robe is probably a little bit more accurate. Yeah, no, the Mythic Dawn robe's probably a bit more accurate to what he wore in the show.
Good day.
I'll sell them
Have
back
a look
to
at my
him.
wares. I'm sure there's something to suit you.
I'm down 6 gold because of that. Lovely. There's also the Aqua Silk robes. If they had purple robes, that would be good for making Agatha Harkness.
Tell your friends about me.
Farewell.
Well, actually, you wouldn't need to use robes, because you could just use the black and burgundy outfit, and it's purple. And that would match what Agatha wears. Let's see. Edgar's discount spells. I'm definitely here for some spells.
Edgar Vautrin, you don't want the very best. You want cheap. And I got cheap. All right.
Okay. Yeah, he doesn't really care that much about me for some reason. He likes jokes and coercion. Interesting.
Not whatever you want. That's pretty. I doubt it. Don't wait. No more. You're frightened. I doubt. Good one. No more. You're frightened. I doubt it. Sure. Don't try to manipulate me. Good one. Not now. Not night. Whatever you want.
It's not setting me up for some.
Don't waste your flattery on. I doubt. Don't, please.
Except that one.
I'm
That was a
sorry.
good setup.
I doubt it. Don't try to Don't. Good one. Don't talk such rot. Whatever you want. I doubt. Not bad. Not bad at all. Don't talk such rot. I doubt. That's whatever you want.
That was a good one. And it looks like
That's not bad.
out. Yeah.
Have a look around.
So,
You won't find better prices in all Tamriel.
definitely want to haggle. We'll haggle at about. We'll try 70. See if that works. Okay, so drain skill. Bound dagger might be useful. 24 magicka to cast, though. Could be a problem if I'm out of magicka. Oh, I definitely want the ease burden spell. I will pay whatever for that.
Make me a
Just
better
give it to
offer.
me. Oh, of course. Alright, how about that? No, not that one.
That's just not reasonable.
Oh, fuck off with your reasonable, you extortionist. Ease burden. Okay, he got me that one. Okay. Fortify fatigue. A spell to fortify my own magicka. I don't think that would be worth it. Shocking touch could be fun. Ooh, a summon scamp spell and a water breathing spell. Ooh. Might be spending all my money here. I definitely want the water breathing spell. Ooh, absorb attribute luck. That could be good. I want that summon scam spell, but I don't have the.
Come back and see me again. I
Do I have
offer the
anything I
finest
could
goods
sell
and
to
lowest
him?
prices in all Cyrodiil. Goodbye.
Oh, no, he doesn't. He doesn't barter. That's unfortunate. I think the Mystic Emporium is just over here. Yeah. Let's see what the Mystic Emporium has.
Any time now.
Soul gems.
Welcome to the Mystic Emporium. We'll see.
Do you like me? Not really. Okay, you love boasting and you like coercion.
Don't waste your flattery on me. That great. You've got a point. Don't try to such a. That's just not funny. I salute you. Most. What a. Don't. You've got a point. Such adventure. What a. That's enough. All right.
Okay, that's better.
May I interest
Go
you
to
in some of my
bartering,
fine
haggle.
wares?
Hands of the Atronach. Heavy armor. Blech. He's got some open easy lock scrolls. Those are empty. Okay, all his soul gems are empty. That's unfortunate. And he has no potions.
Be seeing you. Good day.
You do sell spells, though. So
Can
what are
I
you selling
interest
terms
you
of
in
spells?
some of my wares?
Flame Touch, Touch of Rage, Eyes of Eventide. Ooh. I could just afford that. Hmm. Oh, you've got heal major wounds. I wouldn't mind picking that up. Alright, okay.
Farewell.
Right, I need to save my money. Let's see. Gilded Carafe.
I have everything for the budding alchemist under one roof. Far more than Thorinir would ever have, despite his horrid business ethics.
What's this about the Thorinir, lassie?
That guy is going to run me out of business soon. His prices are so low, I don't know how he does it. I think he's up to something. If you're interested, you should head over to Jensine's Good as New merchandise. She heads up a committee that's trying to investigate him.
What can you tell me about this dearie?
That root seems to have strange properties, the likes of which I've yet to see duplicated in other flora of its ilk. I believe that Sindarian in Skingrad could serve your inquiry better, as his area of expertise centers around things of this nature. All right.
Okay, you love jokes and coercion.
Yes, yes, whatever. That's a bit excessive. You're a good one. Whatever you want. I doubt. Don't make sure.
Oh no.
That's cute.
What the fuck was that? Okay.
You're a big... Yes,
roast,
yes.
coercion.
Whatever. Was that not bad? Not bad at all. That's pretty... Whatever you want. I doubt. Blah, blah, blah. What a bore. For me? Can't do better than... May I interest you in some of my fine wares?
Oh, you've definitely got some stuff. Some stuff. Those restore health, which is good. Carrots give night eye. Do you have anything for restore magicka? Out of curiosity. Flax seeds. Those also do feathers, so I'm definitely taking those. Restore magicka. Restore magicka. Ah, still blue.
That's a good...
Let's restore magicka. Good to know. Oh, I forgot to haggle this bitch. Probably not gonna get much. For I'm an expert of mercantile, though. Definitely not. Oh my god, I don't have enough gold for even 3 potions.
A bargain at... Thank you for your business. Farewell.
Well, I won't be coming here to spend my money anymore.
Children are starving. Please help.
Now then, just gonna fast travel right back to Vilverin so we can get in there and get those Welkin stones. We'll need those for the Siege of Kvatch. Now, let's see. What other spells do I want to try while I'm at it? Oh, I'm definitely going to hotkey the ease group as well. There's also an open, very easy lock spell. Oh, I want to try Shocking Touch. I definitely want to try a lot of lightning magic, that's for sure. And in we go. That's fun. That's very fun. Nice panties, Methuselah. Let's see.
Where are you?
I'm right here. Don't you see me, dearie? Trip that trap wire. Make sure I'm not missing anything. That's worth it. Oh, yes. I should. Where's my novice mortar and pestle at? Restore magicka. Well, that's that. Restore health, restore fatigue. I've got a bunch of restore fatigue stuff. Carrots do night eye. did make some restore magic potions, so I'm gonna take one of those. And that will give me some magic regen.
Hello? Who's there? Oh!
Man, that feels good. Rubbish. Rubbish. Oh, I have a spell for this. Let's see. I love it when I win. Swap back over to it for now. Oop. Oh, no, wait, that's feather. Did I not equip the... I guess I didn't. See, that's East Bird. What I want is the open very easy locks. Man, that's awesome. I love it so much. Worth it. Kinda worth it. Hopefully I don't get too over encumbered before it's over. A welcome stone. Excellent.
Hello? Who's there?
Nobody but us chickens.
Who's there?
To arms! To arms! Let's get this over with! Ah! Oh! Ah!
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get.
There.
Am I supposed to be a...
Yes, it was nothing.
These bandits aren't that bright, are they? Go ahead and hit that welcome stone real quick.
Huh?
Where are you?
This ends here.
To arms! To arms!
I wonder if sleeping would restore my magic. Nope. Oh, and I'm over encumbered. Oh, I like that ease burden spell. Yes, I do. But it does mean I'm over encumbered without a spell, which means I need to go and sell a bunch of stuff to Nilphus. I cannot get over the running animation in this game. Fancy living, here we come! La 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 la. That's nice.
What can I do for you?
Well met.
Milfus.
Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. You drive.
I've heard that one.
And
Do I have any useless potions I don't need? Probably do without the restore intelligence.
tell your friends about me. Farewell.
Hail. Evening.
Okay. Back to Wilverin. Yes, can't forget about up here. Got the boss's room. This should have, yeah, there's a bunch of welding stones in here. This is good. Dirty scroll. Imperial City, we got some alchemy ingredients. Goody, goody. Very easy lock. Which is no match for me. Swap that over to the shock for now. I feel like going zappity zap zap. This is where we came from. Also, it sounded like I hit something on the stairs. Oh, did her weapon fly down the stairs somewhere? Alright, let's pop downstairs. Ratio's terrible. Also terrible. Oh, the effect on the Alien Ruined doors is so... I love that effect. Okay, that's a good stopping spot for now, though. I need to go be an adult and cook dinner. So I'll see you guys a little bit later today when I jump back on and continue my addiction of playing this game. Until next time.